silent plague. The medieval kingdom of Eldrith was once a realm of vibrant markets, bustling streets, and the joyous sounds of laughter. However, a mysterious plague had descended, casting a somber shroud over the land. The silent plague, as it came to be known, robbed the kingdom of its voice, turning its citizens into silent, emotionless zombies. The infected retained their intelligence, cursed to witness the horrors they inflicted on the living while trapped within their decaying bodies. In the heart of this desolation, a lone survivor named Seraphina traversed the silent streets, her eyes reflecting both sorrow and determination. Clad in tattered armor and wielding a sword adorned with protective runes, she moved with purpose through the remnants of a once thriving marketplace. Seraphina, a seasoned warrior with a haunted past, had become a reluctant beacon of hope for those who remained untouched by the silent plague. Her journey was not just one of survival, but a quest to uncover the source of the mysterious affliction that had befallen Eldrith. As Seraphina approached the central square, where a once majestic fountain stood silent and stagnant, the remnants of the silent plague were evident. Silent zombies, their eyes vacant yet intelligent, roamed aimlessly, their presence a chilling reminder of the kingdom's tragic fate. Their hushed moans echoed through the still air, and Seraphina, with a heavy heart, prepared to navigate this sea of the undead. In her hand, Seraphina held a small amulet, a gift from a wise elder who had succumbed to the silent plague. The amulet was said to possess the power to communicate with the infected, offering a glimmer of hope that the mysteries surrounding the plague might be unraveled through the voices of those trapped within their silent shells. Approaching the first silent zombie, a once proud knight clad in rusted armor, Seraphina activated the amulet. A faint glow enveloped the pendant, and a soft resonance echoed in response. The zombie, its vacant eyes momentarily flickering with awareness, turned its head toward Seraphina. "Can you hear me?" Seraphina spoke, her voice a gentle plea. The zombie, unable to articulate words, nodded solemnly. It was a communication of shared understanding, a silent pact between the living and the undead in this kingdom of muted tragedy. With a determined purpose, Seraphina ventured deeper into Eldrith, communicating with the silent zombies as she sought clues about the origins of the plague. The infected, once bakers, scholars, and artisans, now existed as mere shadows of their former selves, cursed to witness the consequences of their unending hunger for the living. In a secluded alley, Seraphina encountered a silent zombie dressed in elegant robes, a former royal advisor who had once spoken in the grand halls of the castle. Through the amulet's magic, the advisor conveyed fragmented memories, visions of a cryptic ritual that had taken place on the night the silent plague began. The images revealed a cloaked figure, surrounded by arcane symbols, unleashing a mysterious mist that drifted through the kingdom. The amulet resonated with the silent zombie's recollections, indicating that this ritual held the key to the plague's origins. Guided by the fragmented memories, Seraphina pressed on toward the castle, the epicenter of the kingdom's unraveling. The once imposing structure loomed in the distance, its towers standing as silent sentinels, bearing witness to the kingdom's tragic fate. As she approached the castle gates, Seraphina encountered a group of silent zombies clad in tattered guard uniforms. These were once the kingdom's protectors, now reduced to hollow shells of duty-bound souls. With a sense of reverence, Seraphina activated the amulet, seeking their silent testimony. In the echoes of the castle courtyard, the amulet responded to the memories of the guards. They had witnessed the cloaked figure conducting the ritual within the castle walls, its dark magic spreading like tendrils through the very stone of the fortress. The memories hinted at a forbidden alliance, a pact with malevolent forces that sought to bind the kingdom in eternal silence. Seraphina, fueled by a newfound determination, entered the castle with the aid of the silent guards. The once grand halls were now draped in shadows, and the walls seemed to hold the weight of untold secrets. As she ascended the spiral staircase leading to the highest tower, the air grew heavy with the oppressive magic that lingered within. At the tower's summit, Seraphina confronted the source of the silent plague, a cloaked figure, its identity veiled in darkness. The figure, aware of Seraphina's presence, turned slowly, revealing piercing eyes that gleamed with an otherworldly light. "Seraphina, the silent plague has brought you to me," the figure spoke, its voice a haunting echo. Seraphina, her hand firmly gripping the amulet, demanded answers. "Who are you, and what dark pact have you made to condemn this kingdom to silence?" The figure, unmasking its identity, revealed a face twisted by both malevolence and regret. It was Alara, a former court sorceress who had once wielded magic in service to the kingdom. Now her eyes held a haunted gaze, a reflection of the consequences of her forbidden actions. "I sought power beyond mortal understanding," Alara confessed, her voice tinged with sorrow. "I made a pact with the Shadow Speaker, an ancient entity that craved the silence of a kingdom. In exchange for silence, it granted me unimaginable magic. The ritual unleashed the silent plague, turning the living into silent witnesses of their own demise." As Alara spoke, the silent zombies surrounding the tower, once bound by her dark magic, began to stir. Their vacant eyes flickered with recognition, and the air resonated with the weight of their collective memories, the agony of witnessing the suffering they had unwittingly inflicted upon their fellow citizens. Seraphina, torn between anger and empathy, questioned Alara's motives. "Why unleash such suffering upon your own people?" Alara, her voice quivering with remorse, explained, "I sought to elevate our kingdom to unmatched glory. The Shadow Speaker promised a kingdom untouched by strife or discord, where the silence would be a serene tapestry of unity. I was blinded by ambition, and now I am condemned to witness the consequences of my folly." The Shadow Speaker, a malevolent force bound by the pact, manifested in the shadows of the tower. Its dark tendrils coiled around Alara, a silent testament to the price she had paid for power. The amulet, sensing the entity's presence, resonated with an opposing energy, an echo of hope that sought to break the shackles of the silent plague. With a resolute spirit, Seraphina activated the amulet, channeling the collective voices of the silent zombies into a harmonious crescendo. The Shadow Speaker, recoiling from the symphony of voices, wavered in its dominance. The enchanted echoes reverberated through the castle, unraveling the dark magic that bound the kingdom to silence. In the climactic confrontation, Alara, torn between redemption and damnation, unleashed a surge of magic to sever the pact. The shadow speaker, howling in agony, dissipated into the shadows, leaving behind an echo of its malevolent presence. The silent plague, its power unraveled, lifted from the kingdom like a dissipating mist. As the spell broke, the silent zombies, freed from their cursed existence, collapsed to the ground. In their final moments, their eyes regained a spark of humanity, expressing gratitude and sorrow. Ilara, her strength drained by the dispelling of the enchantment, crumpled to the floor, a tragic figure seeking redemption in her final moments. Seraphina, standing amidst the aftermath, felt the kingdom stir with a newfound vitality. The air, once heavy with oppressive silence, now echoed with the sounds of life returning to Eldrith. The once silent streets began to resonate with the voices of the living, breaking the enduring quietude that had gripped the kingdom. In the aftermath of the silent plague, Seraphina, adorned with the amulet that had become a symbol of hope, emerged as a savior of Eldrith. The kingdom, scarred but resilient, embarked on a journey of recovery. The castle, once a symbol of both power and despair, now stood as a monument to the strength of those who dared to defy the silence that had threatened to consume their world. As Seraphina, the lone survivor turned savior, looked out over the revitalized kingdom, she carried with her the weight of the silent memories she had uncovered. The silent plague had left scars on Eldrith, but through courage and sacrifice, the echoes of silence had been replaced with the echoes of a kingdom reclaiming its voice.